Okay, we're good.
Okay. We will call the Green Bay Sex Offender Residency Board to meet. We have roll call.
I will document everyone present.
Okay. If I can get an approval of the agenda for the May 17th,
Move to approve.
2023 meeting.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Approval of the minutes from the March 15th, 2023 meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, first regular business is the appeal of Raymond Eaton requesting to move to 346 North Ashland Avenue. Is Mr. Eaton present?
He is not. Heidi, he's not present.
All right. Does someone make a motion to either maybe move him to the end of the agenda or deny?
I'll make a motion to move to the end of the agenda.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Next on the agenda is the appeal of Anthony Donaldson requesting to move to 844 Irvington Street. Mr. Donaldson? Okay. All right, Mr. Donaldson, have you, it doesn't appear you've been before us, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so what we're going to ask is that you first tell us what you were convicted of, how it came about. During that time, we don't want you to mention the victim by name or relationship.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
This was August 5th or the 6th, I want to say, somewhere up in there. I'm not too firm on the date. I was babysitting and I was convicted of second-degree sexual assault of a minor.
And how old were you?
At the time, 5 years ago, 31,
And how old was the victim?
13.
And what did you actually do to the victim?
I rubbed on her thigh and breast area.
And that was it?
That was it.
And was that a one-time deal, or did you do it several times?
That was a one-time deal.
Okay. And then how did the police get involved?
I went to work after that, and they went to the police station afterwards, and the police came to my job and arrested me at my job.
Okay. And then did you go to trial, or did you plead guilty?
I put in no content.
No contest?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Captain Custer, could you confirm that his version of that story is accurate?
Yes, that's accurate. The only other thing is, he never went on the polls, it was all over the polling, if that makes a difference. But otherwise, his recollection is correct. And this was August 8th of 2017 is the offense date.
Okay, thank you. Does the board have any questions for Mr. Donaldson regarding his offense?
None here.
No.
I have
Okay.
one question. Down here it said, how does this affect your victim? You just put down traumatized. Could you elaborate on that?
Yes. It probably mentally traumatized her, and I know the future it might cause some problems down the line.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Donaldson, why do you think you did that?
The night before I was arguing with my son's mother. She had took him away from me and moved out of state, and I just woke up I don't know what was going on in my mind, and I just woke up like I asked God to just take me away. Like I just need to get away, and that's the first thing that came to my mind is to get away, and I just made a terrible decision on how to get away, and I regret everything that I did. I just wanted to be alone, and I just felt like I didn't want to be here anymore.
And then for that offense, you were sentenced to 5 years prison and 5 years extended supervision, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And when did you get released from prison?
August, I want to say the 2nd or 3rd of 22.
And where have you been residing since then?
I've been, I started off at the TLP, then I moved to the TLP to my baby mother's house, and then now she moved to Appleton, so I'm at my niece's house on St. George Street.
Okay. And how long have you been staying there?
I say it's going on like a month or so.
Okay. And then your baby's mama, where did they live?
They stayed on 12th Street.
And were you in violation of the city ordinance at that time?
No, not that I recall. My agent knew where I was at, and the sex offender registry, they knew I was there too, because I had to send a letter out stating where I was at.
Yeah. I just know that there's certain areas in that vicinity that are part of the ordinance and some that are not.
Yes,
that's fine.
Oh, okay. Cause I didn't know my PO, and she ain't tell me anything like I was in violation or the sex offender registry. They didn't mention anything to me.
Okay. So we would like an opportunity to talk to you about treatment, and you have the opportunity to do that in public session or closed session. What would you like to do?
It don't matter. Closed section in public, it's still like the same. It really don't matter.
Okay.
Either or. It don't matter.
Okay, well then we'll remain in public session.
Yes, that is.
So we'd like to know, it says right now you're currently doing programming.
Yes.
And you're doing that through Hender Enterprise, correct?
Yes.
And how long have you been doing that?
Since October 11th, 2022.
Okay, and how often do you go?
I go, it's every Tuesday, every week.
Okay, and it's group
It's a
sessions?
group session. I missed a couple because I had funeral, some passing away in my family, so I didn't go on them days. So I just missed a couple groups, but other than that, I've been going on time every week, every Tuesday.
Okay, so tell us what you've learned since you've been going there.
I learned that it's not all about me. Like me, I was selfish, at the time. So I just learned that I have to put people first and their feelings first, and let certain things out. Like I just hold stuff in. So in treatment, it's like I just talk now and just let it out. And I'm not so good on comprehension and stuff like that. So some assignments be hard, but some I could do. Like he had asked me like thoughts and behavior, and I could break down my thoughts, what I was thinking, and how my behavior was at the time, and what I've been through as a kid and stuff like that. So I just was opening up to a whole bunch of people that I don't know. So that was new to me. So it kind of gave me a light to things. Like I ain't the only person that's in a situation. So everybody got mistakes. Everybody made mistakes, and everybody trying to better themselves. So in the group, I just found a way to better myself as an individual.
Okay. And then, did you get to the point about what your triggers are?
I'm at that. I really just did that assignment. Like my triggers is like control. My triggers is like jealous, being jealous and stuff like that. I'm really on that assignment right now as we speak.
Okay. Okay. And then it looks like you must have done the CBT while you were incarcerated. Is that correct?
Yes.
What institution did you do that
Kettle Moraine Institution.
at? Okay. And tell us what you learned from that program.
I learned that I don't always got to go through drugs and liquor to ease my pain. There's other solutions like talking to somebody or reaching out to people that got experience in talking to me and calming me down or telling me which way to go and which way not to go. So I just learned that dealing with like death or trauma in the family is different ways to cope with it other than going to drinking and using drugs.
Okay. Okay, good. Does the board have any questions regarding his treatment?
I'm here.
None here.
Okay. All right, Mr. Donaldson, are you working right now?
Yes, I'm working at JBS.
Okay, and what kind of hours do you work there?
I work from 5 to 2.
Okay. And how long have you been there?
I've been there, it's going on 8 months.
Okay. All right. And looks like you've got some family as a part of your support system, is that correct?
Yes, my mother came.
Oh, okay. Does anyone want to speak on your behalf?
You want to speak? She said yes, she could speak.
Oh, okay. Would she like to do that now?
And then Mr.
Sorry.
Donaldson also had documentation that he wanted to provide the board about his treatment, so
Yeah, the proof of.
looks like it's just proof of
What's the date on that letter?
participation or completion of some kind.
Oh, from which one was that, Rachel?
It's when I started the group.
It's a March 3rd letter.
They have it.
We have it.
Okay, that's in the packet.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Because I know they just moved it back, so I didn't know if you got it or not.
Okay, yeah. All right, and then you'll just be able to state your name and address for the record.
Regina Donaldson, 510 Hawthorne Street, Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Okay, and what would you like to say about your son?
I just like to say that I feel that he's been rehabilitated. He's been working hard on doing his treatment, working his job, doing everything he needs to do. So I just hope everyone give him a chance because he's a good guy. He just made a mistake.
While he was incarcerated, did you see him while he was in prison?
No, I didn't get the chance to see him. I
Did you talk to him?
Yes, every day.
Okay. And tell me what kind of changes you think you see from when he went in until now.
He's not doing drugs. He's really on his business. He's trying to do everything the right way. He don't break no rules. He been doing everything he needs to do.
Okay. Perfect. Does the board have any questions for her?
I'm here.
None here.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Middleton. All right. Does anyone else have questions for him?
I have one question. Do you have transportation to your job?
Yes, I got my license, and after 30-some years, I got out. I got my permit first, job, then I got my license. Right after each other. Within
You have a
within
vehicle?
month. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good, good. All right, and so, Mr. Donaldson, I'm assuming you have not gone back into custody for any rule violations?
No.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said no.
Okay, good, good. Okay, well, at this point, based on everything I've heard, I wouldn't have an issue with you moving to the, hold on, I gotta find it again. It's 345, no? Oh, how come I can't find it? Oh, 44 Irvington? Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Yep, yeah. Does the board have anything they want to talk about?
Nope, I agree with you.
Okay. Does anyone want to make a motion?
Move to approve address specific.
I'll second that.
Okay. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Mr. Donaldson, you've been approved to reside at 844 Irvington Street. If you do move from that address, you will need to come back before the board.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you all so much.
Yeah.
Do you want me to just email that to you? I think I have your email address.
Yes, you have my email address?
Yes, I can just email the letter to you.
Okay, okay, that'd be perfect.
Okay, great, here you go.
Do you gotta email it to the landlord, or should I do it?
Yeah, I can take care, I'll get in touch with you tomorrow.
Okay,
Okay?
okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're
Thank y'all so much.
You're welcome.
Y'all have a blessed day.
You as well.
All right, next on the agenda is the appeal of Jamison Kasner. Mr. Kasner?
And Heidi, am I able to make a comment?
Sure.
I think we should be tabling this until we have an address specific. I don't think it's fair to the public that this could potentially be approved without being publicly noticed and they having the opportunity to speak on this individual application.
And I do agree with you, I kind of had those concerns because I don't ever remember us doing this in the past. I understand that it sounds like Mr. Jamison Kasner wants to purchase a home, but I think that's a pretty vague area, and I really did kind of want Rachel's expertise on this as to her thoughts.
Yeah, so it has happened, I'd have to check the spreadsheet with everyone who's appeared before the board, but it would certainly be single-digit number of times that people have been allowed carte blanche, basically an exemption that blankets the entire city. It would basically be saying that the individual never has to come in front of the board again. So it's something that has been done, that the board has the authority to do, but it is not a common occurrence that someone would be blanket approved an exemption to the residency restriction.
Okay. Yeah, and, I think where kind of my leeriness comes into play is that we've only seen Mr. Kasner once before, and that was just a couple months ago. So I don't feel like we have a lengthy history on him where, other clients that have come before us, maybe they've been there, 5, 6, 7 times, and we've never had an issue, approving them. But that's kind of where I am. I mean, if the rest of the board would like to just go ahead and we can do it like a normal appeal and then vote on it, I mean, I think that's maybe how we should proceed. Does everyone agree that we should proceed that way?
I agree.
Versus just
Yeah.
make a motion right now?
I want to hear what he has to say.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm good with that. Okay, so, Mr. Kasner, obviously you've heard our concerns right off the bat. Typically we would start the process off with you telling us about what you were convicted of, but you were just here before us in February. We were all present for that, and we all agreed to allow you to reside at the 2538 Wilmington Road, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Does the board want him to go back over his offense,
No,
or are you comfortable?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay. So, I guess, Mr. Kavner, why don't you tell us, I understand that you're looking for a home. Are there certain areas that you're looking in? Let's start with that, maybe.
Well, like I said, when I talked to you guys in February, I spoke about how I'm living with my father, and I was previously living with my mother in Schwabnon before that. But I'm looking to find a place on my own. And I spoke with you about how difficult that is to live in a neighborhood to get approval from a landlord. So basically what I'm looking for is to buy a property. So therefore I don't have to be with the landlord. I don't have to go through that type of thing or deal with a roommate and have to get approval there. I have saved up money for the 3 years that I've been out. I got approval from a bank for a mortgage. And so basically I talked to a realtor. I work in construction, so I'm used to dealing with realtors and homes and properties. And I said, anything within my price range in the county, because I don't want to move out of the county and have to change my supervision, just send me ads out. So in the last 2 months, I've looked at houses on 9th Street, I've looked them on Irwin, I've looked basically all over the city. I'm also looking in other municipalities such as De Pere or Howard or Hobart, other places that may not have ordinances, that I wouldn't have to do this, but Green Bay is where the bulk of the people live here, so that's where the bulk of the land is for sale. The problem that I'm running into is if a house goes on the market on Thursday, they expect you to give an offer by Sunday. And so I'm running into a problem where how do I make an offer on a home without knowing whether or not I'll be approved to live there? And I mean, I could do that. I could make an offer and then back out a month later after I saw you if I got denied. But I don't think my realtor is going to be very happy with me if I do that repeatedly. You know what I mean? So it comes to the point where how do I work within the system guidelines to purchase a property and allow you to know where I'm living? I mean, if I were to purchase a property, if you gave me like some type of temporary approval to look, and then I could notify you where I'm living after I purchased the home. I don't know if there's some way we can come to some kind of understanding with that. But at this point, that's what I'm struggling with now. Is I've got everything lined up to purchase, except I need to get approval. And the time frame that I'm allowed with the housing market does not facilitate a monthly thing seeing you guys. So I don't know where to go from here, and that's why I think I talked to over emails, with you about how I'm running into that same problem as to how do I purchase a property without knowing whether or not I can actually move there. So
What happened to your dad's place?
I still live there,
Yeah.
but I would like to move on. I don't want to live with my dad for the rest of my life. so yeah, and he's supporting me. I mean, like I said, he's helping me look for places. Like I said, we work construction. I work for him. So we look at the houses together. We say, okay, this might be good, this might not be, and whether or not I live there by myself, or maybe I get a roommate to help pay the rent or the mortgage or whatever, or maybe I just fix it up while I'm living in there and then flip it, because like I said, we work construction, so that could be a thing. And if that happens, then it might be a year and I might move again, and then I have to do it again. So that's the problem that I'm running into, and I hope that you understand that would become a problem. I mean, like I said, I couldn't look anywhere else in any other municipality, and I have been. But a lot of the stuff that comes up is in the city itself, so it becomes difficult.
Okay. I hope you understand we're kind of in a unique position here also, where, the primary goal of our board is to ensure that the community is aware where you're at, you know, all of those kind of things, and we would hate for us to just give you this generic, go with where you want, and then all of a sudden, your neighborhood is not happy with us.
Well, I know that I have to register with SORP and so forth, and I know that I'm not SBN, so there doesn't have to be an actual public announcement of where I'm living. So I know that that's within the ordinance. But as I said, I'm still on probation. My office is right across the street there. They said they'd have no issue with me living anywhere. Like I said, I've done all my classes. I haven't had any issues. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you know, the intent of this ordinance does not, for us to grant blanket exceptions to, it just it wasn't written that way. And, you know, you had very little trouble, if any, the last time you asked for an approval.
Correct.
With the board, all the same people. So I don't know, I'm not gonna say for sure, but I don't think you'd have much trouble if you found a place and came back and asked to move there.
but it's risking my money, is what I'm saying. If I, you know, how do I put down?
Everything's a risk, Mr.
Yes.
Kester.
Well, you should be able to put a contingency on it, on your offer, saying it's contingent upon approval from the sex offender board. And I understand that the delay is not ideal in this market, but this is a consequence of your action.
Okay.
This was not the fault of this board or the community that we should be able to make an exception for you because the housing market is hot.
I'm not asking for an exception, I'm asking to work within the guidelines of the ordinance, which I thought I was, or at least I was attempting to. So I'm not asking for special treatment, I'm just asking for understanding in my situation. And how, like I said, how would somebody purchase property in the city before if they were in my situation? I'm sure you said it's happened maybe a single-digit number of times.
Yeah,
But-
and the board's been in place for decade and a half, couple decades, so it's not a common occurrence.
So does that mean that not many sex offenders are buying properties and they're mostly renting? Is that what that says? I would assume that's what that says, but I don't know what that would mean.
Yeah,
We've had people who have purchased homes, but that is the contingency when they make their offer.
Okay.
Now, I would like to ask Rachel, Indiana, if he would find something, and rather than have him wait the full month for, you know, our next meeting, could we hold an emergency meeting prior to that?
I mean, you could hold an emergency meeting, we'd have to have quorum and, you know, to the extent that, you know, an emergency meeting would be, you know, giving special treatment, I mean, it's a possibility. But yeah, we would have to have enough board members who would be able to make that meeting in order to vote on the item.
And Heidi, I appreciate the effort to try to work with them, but I hate the precedent that we're setting that, well, this person, we can do a special meeting for.
And I agree with you. I don't want special treatment in any way. I don't think I need that. If I can make a contingency and that's the route that I guess that's the only route I can go at this point, then that's what I'll have to do. And then I'll, once I make the offer, I will schedule another appeal. And you guys are on it's the third or second Wednesday of every month? Because I'm
Third.
I would try to like time out when I make an offer so that I can get in here quickly. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's something maybe I'll just have to work around. But that's why I came to talk to you guys, so that I can get your opinions and what you think I should do. I'm asking for basically advice, or you know, where I can go, or what I'm telling you my problem.
I would go with what Alex said and try to get contingency written into your purchase proposal. And, you know, I agree with Alex too that I don't want to get in that slippery slope of scheduling special meetings for people.
Right, yeah. And
Yeah, so, yeah.
Okay, well, then does somebody want to make a motion?
Move to deny.
Well, I'll make a motion to table the item until an address specific is given.
Is that a proper motion, Rachel?
There's already a motion on the floor.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Okay.
Yeah, could you repeat that, Dominique?
That's on the end.
Oh, okay.
Somebody else in the room?
So, as far as whether the motion is appropriate, we should have some finality, whether it's referring back to staff, or, I mean, it could be a denial, but he would just, Mr. Kasner would just have to fill out the application again once he has an address that he's specifically looking at. I don't think that it would be inappropriate to refer back to staff until an address is provided. I mean, we could do something like that.
Heidi, the reason I made that motion was if we do a straight denial, say in 5-10 years, he comes back and the next board looks at that and sees a denial and doesn't really look into the reason why, you know, they may have some concerns on that, whereas if we can indicate in our motion that it's just a table until more information is provided, that might be better.
Okay.
So, I mean, with that intent in mind, I think that referring back to staff would be an appropriate motion. That way, once that additional information is provided, we could bring it back in front of the board on whatever the next agenda is.
I'll make a motion, I'll rescind my original motion and I'll make a motion to refer back to staff until more information is provided.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Do you understand what has to happen, Mr. Kasmer?
Yes. Yes, and like I said, I was just here for, I guess, guidance on how it would best be to tackle this problem, and you guys have been really helpful, so.
I received it. Good for you.
So
Okay,
pretty
thank
smart.
you.
We're gonna time it out.
Right, well, I'm gonna attempt to do that as best I can.
Most realtors are pretty good about it, too.
I can't guarantee, when I'll be scheduled, but, I'll do what I can. That's, like I said, I wasn't really expecting an approval, I was expecting to talk to you guys to get to your.
Awesome.
Best of luck to you, Jameson.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Jameson,
Yes.
you will need to fill out a new application
Okay.
the next time. So
Can I just email?
You can email me the information,
All right.
the offer purchase and the address.
All right. Thank
Okay?
you.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you. All right, next on the agenda is the appeal of Raymond Eaton. Is he present?
Move to deny.
Not here.
Okay, I hear move to deny. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All right, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay. Looks like that's it for the appeals. Our next scheduled meeting is June 21st at 4 p.m. Do we have any other information that we need to discuss?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right, then I need a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
I'll second.
All right, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right. Thank you, guys. Have a great summer.
Bye, guys.
We'll see you next month.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Recording stopped.